Hey, how you doing, VC? It's Glowing Double O Cabbage here, back for another video. Hasn't been too long, about a week or so. Trying to be a little bit more, frequent, I guess, with these videos. It's late at night, and I cooked some crazy spaghetti sauce earlier. I don't know why I'm telling you that, but the onions are still in the air, and that's why I'm all squinty. Anyway, I'm noticing that I'm squinty from seeing myself. I hope everybody's doing well. And yeah, let's get to some records. I've been listening to a few records, not too many, not as many as I'd like. It's just always other shit happening, and it's just the way it is. But anyways, today was kind of a gloomy day here in St. John, New Brunswick, Canada. And I don't know, certain music I like to listen to when it's a gloomy day. I don't know if everybody else is like that or not, but I really like to listen to particular music every once in a while. Some really kind of slow, languid jazz is really nice, as well as some Lou Reed. So I listened to the best of Lou Reed, the best of Lou Reed, Walk on the Wild Side, the Best Buy series. I'm not even really sure what that was. Something obviously that was done by RCA or whatever, but yeah, this is pretty good. This is it's Lou Reed. The guy's a legend and always will be. And some of my favorite tunes are on this. I love Wild Child, Satellite of Love, Sweet Jane. Some of these are like live as well, it seems, if I remember correctly, public performance clearance. But anyway, there's the track listing on it. But really cheap copy. I mean, you could, if you are curious about Lou Reed, this is as good a place as any to try and check out his stuff on vinyl. By the way, in the background is music that I made a long time ago with a band that I'm in called Tire Fire. I just like to have music in the background, and I know I can't play anything that is anyone else's music, so I just put something on in the background. If you're interested, it's called Bodiless and Formation or something like that. What is it called? Bodiless and Floating. It's down in my videos down that way. So yeah, like if I really want to get a good introduction to a good evening or a day of listening to records, this is one that I usually start with because I absolutely love the way it builds and progresses. And that's the LCD Soundsystem 4533. And this is an interesting story around this album. I'm pretty sure it's all true as well, but Nike, the company, the sneaker company, sort of, I don't know, commissioned James Murphy to make this album to progress as people are running. So it starts off kind of slow, and then each tune just kind of builds and builds and builds into this like really galloping kind of tempo. I love this album. It kind of different takes on songs that LCD Soundsystem already has. Like Someone Great, I do believe, is one of the tunes that are on this album. It's a double LP. There's really not. It's very, very sparse in every way, except for the music. The music is amazing. I know that LCD Soundsystem has been criticized for sounding like too many other bands, but that's just the way it is. You borrow ideas from other bands, and anyways, this is a great album, and I don't think it's too easy to find now. It was for a while, but maybe it still is. I don't know. I've never seen it around anyways, but yeah, LCD Soundsystem 4533 on DFA Records. Now I think all the other albums are exclusively jazz. So if you don't like jazz, see you later. Alligator. All right. So, anyways, the band or the label Enya is incredible. If you ever see anything on that label, chances are it's going to be killer. And this is no different. This is live cuts from a jazz festival that was held in Yugoslavia. And the track on here by Joe Henderson is absolutely amazing, or that Joe Henderson plays on. It's actually a Hubert Lewis or Herbie Lewis tune called The Creators. I don't know if I can show that. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, this was recorded in the 70s, 73, 72, and 70. So there's a Miles Davis tune on here played by Bill Evans called Nardis, and Eddie Gomez on bass and Tony Oxley on the drums. But yeah, pretty great. One you don't really see too often. And I mean, I don't really see Enja or Enya. I don't know how the hell you say it, but I don't see their albums very often. But this is a good one. This is a really good one, and yeah, highly recommended. There's the white label Enya. Yeah. Oh, I should say the other artists that are on here: Bobby Hutcherson, Harold Land, Bill Evans, Eddie Gomez, Archie Shepp, and Karen Krog. Great stuff. Great stuff. Okay. Feeling a little out of practice, but that's okay. One of my favorite Impulse records, Ahmad Jamal. Oh, I was wondering what that sound was. It was Charlie. Ahmad Jamal. At the top, Poinciana Revisited. Oh, man. What a great, great jazz album. Great write-up on it. Just the first tune, Have You Met Miss Jones, which is a Rodgers and Hart tune, but Poinciana is incredible. It's such a great, it's almost 10 minutes long, and all the musicians really get to like unwind. It's amazing. I'm trying to find all the other artists that are on here. Is it Earl Hines maybe? No. I don't know. It's funny, you would think that would be readily available, the other artists that are on this, but I don't see it, which is strange. Anyway, great stuff. Okay, and I mentioned this in my last video that I was going to be getting this from my local, and they delivered it and everything because of the whole COVID-19 stuff, but this is great. This was about $30 I paid for this, which is a fair price, I would say. It's a DMM, but I don't really mind DMMs. I know that they're criticized quite highly for their lack of warmth and whatnot, but I don't really mind it. I guess I'm not even close to an audiophile, but if I had like an audiophile system, I'd probably want to seek out the best sounding albums. It only makes sense, right? But I don't have the best system at all. Anyway, Dialogue by Bobby Hutcherson, which is an artist that I was just mentioning, with Freddie Hubbard, Sam Rivers, Andrew Hill, Richard Davis, and Joe Chambers. I mean, come on. Like, that is, if that's not an all-star jazz cast, I don't know what is, man. That's like the greatest hits of greatest hits right there. This was originally recorded, I don't know. I actually don't even know, and I don't even think I could find it if I wanted to. So you guys are just gonna have to not have that information because I don't have it. But anyways, Dialogue by Bobby Hutcherson on Blue Note. Great stuff. And I think because thanks to Fred Big Star 1000, we were mentioning Blue Note records. The remainder of the albums are Blue Note records, and there's this Hank Mobley. I mean, you cannot go wrong with Hank Mobley. I'm serious. It's like, it's just insane. Hi, Charlie. Hey, Charlie. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come here. Come here. Yeah, Hank Mobley. Bill Hardman on trumpet, Curtis Porter, alto and tenor sax, Hank Mobley on tenor sax, Sonny Clark on piano, Paul Chambers on bass, Art Taylor on drums, and this is a cooking album. Kind of really great post-bop on Blue Note. Oh, it's just insane. I've got 2 Hank Mobley albums, and I want to obviously get more. It's great. And another artist rather, that I don't have any albums by is Lee Morgan, and I don't have a single album by him, and I don't know why. I was listening to it digitally a while back, The Cooker, and it was such a great album that I need to seek that one out. All right, anyways, this is another DMM. I only have one original Blue Note record, but I'm not going to show it right now. And anyways, this is Herbie Hancock's Empyrean Isles. Again, an all-star cast. I mean, Freddie Hubbard, Ron Carter, Anthony Williams. I mean, Jesus. Another artist, but on Blue Note, Andrew Hill. I want to get some albums by. I don't have any. I have him as, like, you know, playing on albums, but none of his, you know, the ones that he fronted. But this is great as well. I mean, it's you know, it's really well known for Cantaloupe Island, which has been you know, sampled to death. But Blue Note, Empyrean Isles, another DMM, by the way. And this is not a DMM, but it's not an early pressing. It's anyways, it's Herbie Hancock, Speak Like a Child on Blue Note. Another great album. I mean, what can you say? What can you say about this? Herbie Hancock, Ron Carter, Mickey Porter on drums, Thad Jones on flugelhorn, Peter Phillips on bass trombone, Jerry Dodgian. I mean, great album. Yeah, I wish I could say more about these albums, but aside from they're just great. And look at that artwork. It's just incredible. I mean, this is why we collect records, to see wonderful artwork like this. Not just I have nothing against CDs, but they do pale in comparison to when you want to look at the artwork. Like, you know, there's nothing like vinyl. I mean, you know, I'm not sure what pressing this is, but it's Blue Note. Yeah, I don't know. BST 84279. Look it up. All right, here we go. A couple more records and then I'm done. This is a great album too. This was a gift from a friend of mine a while back. Just showed up with a record and said, yeah, you know, like I know you like records, so I bought you a record. So they bought me this. Lou Donaldson, Midnight Creeper on Blue Note. I mean, come on. I don't even know what to say about these albums. They're just so. Look at that artwork. This is like what, now that I'm just finished mentioning artwork, like, check that out. It's so good. And then there's this. Lou himself. And a write-up. And I don't think this one is DMM either, but maybe it is. I should know way more about these records before I show them, but I just, I don't know. I just listen to them. And anyway, it's great stuff. Lou Donaldson. And then my last record that I'm showing, and the record's not even in it because it's on the table right now, but Joe Henderson, Our Thing with Kenny Dorham, Andrew Hill, Eddie Kahn, and Pete LaRocca. Another album with Andrew Hill that I zone out when he starts playing any kind of solo. Like, I don't know how this Haitian-born, Chicago-based pianist does it, but he's got a magical spell over my ears whenever I hear him playing. But this is another Blue Note and another DMM, direct metal mastering. I don't know. They sound all right to me. And you know what? And if you guys never have read this, the story of the Blue Note that is in this liner, check it out. It's really interesting. It's fantastic stuff. It's good to give you a will know a little bit about that stuff. But anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, everybody, and please leave a comment and let's keep the conversation going. Hope everybody's great. Take care. Bye.